Kudos to Ramon Foster. Now, look, Ben doesn't have a social media presence, and I have told you folks here, I think he has made the right move. He has not said a word. He hasn't said a single thing since the whole Antonio Brown gambit to get out of Pittsburgh and get to some spot that was going to pay him. Worked out for Antonio, obviously. Antonio is still hammering away. Now it's a Juju Smith-Schuster, as we all know, this past weekend, and he doubled down by putting a direct message that Juju Smith-Schuster sent him when he was just coming out of college for help and guidance and mentoring. Kudos to guard Ramon Foster, who is paid to protect Ben Roethlisberger, and these guys on the offensive line are standing up to protect the Steelers in that locker room. He put up what is called a PSA on social media. He called it a public service announcement, urging former Steelers to stop bashing people currently in Pittsburgh. He wrote, moving forward, any former player or affiliate of the Steelers who has an issue with anyone still in the locker room, please contact me or Morquise Pouncey or anyone else you feel you can talk to. Whoever you have an issue with, we will get you their number so you can address them. I promise. These media takes might give you all good traffic on your social media outlets, but the guys still in that locker room who you all still know personally have to answer for those comments. They do. They got to step up. What do you think of Antonio Brown? Hey, Juju, what did you think of what Antonio had to say? That gives a whole new media cycle to this thing. And by the way, all of us in the media, we'll take it. Call them what you want, but call them personally and tell them. Defend who you want to defend, but you don't have to mention the team at all. Whether you have a ring or played for 1 year, and you wrote this in caps, enough, chill. Most players at one point in their life want to take their kids back to the place where they once played. Don't burn too many bridges. We had Earl Thomas on yesterday. He flipped the bird to
the bench area.
The Seattle
someone
area
over there.
In Seattle. Somebody.
The
he flipped the middle finger at the team that had employed him for almost a decade for him to build a Hall of Fame resume. After all of that, he's been paid, obviously, somewhere else, just like Antonio has been in Oakland. I asked him yesterday, would you want to retire a Seahawk? I mean, I even infused it with, you haven't played it down for the Ravens yet. Would you want to sign a one-day contract and play with the Seahawks before you retire? And he said yes. He would be open to that. Doesn't want to burn bridges. Last line here from Foster. It's a long history of brotherhood more than anything. Business is one thing, but let's keep it at a minimum for the guys who have to answer for these comments moving forward. Congratulations. Now, again, Rashard Mendenhall was the latest one as well. Former Steeler Rashard Mendenhall called Roethlisberger a racist in a tweet before clarifying hours later was trying to make an exaggerated point. That's one hell of a way to make an exaggerated point. I think he's also a 9/11 truther, if I'm not mistaken, Rashard Mendenhall.
He's got a lot going on.
Right. So this might not have been, that might have been the last straw for Ramon Foster to say, hey, everybody, let's all just chill out. Let's all just chill out.
For more of The Rich Eisen Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV for free on BR Live or download the Rich Eisen Show app.